My name is Olivia Osterhage, and welcome to First Friends. I'm joined here today at Fairwinds with
Charles Rogers.
Charles. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm an old guy. I've been a member of our church ever since the early 1990s, a little bit before that. And to me, it's been my life outside of work from the beginning.
Okay, and where did you work?
I worked with McDonnell Douglas, later Boeing.
Okay.
And I was in St. Charles and later in Dallas. We went away to Dallas for 9 years. But all the time that we were there, we kept coming back to St. Charles for every occasion that we possibly could, because all of our family was here, of course. And we were always frequent visitors during those 9 years. We never really lost touch with this church.
Good, good.
And then we came back, and we've been here ever since.
Okay. And so how did you end up finding our church? Do you remember?
Oh, that was so many years ago. I actually kind of stumbled into the church as the process of recovering from a divorce.
Okay.
And I had been a Methodist before, and after my divorce, I started going to the Crusader Sunday School class, and a lady named Shirley Russell was a member of that class, and Shirley was an important lay leader in the group. She ran the Singles and Singles Again ministry, and Shirley insisted that I had to start going to those meetings. And she took me in there one day and introduced me to the lady I eventually married, Maxine.
Oh.
We met there and stayed married for more than 30 years.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
So, are you still involved in the Sunday school class, the Crusaders?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
To me, the Sunday school class is the most important part of my life, really. I've been a part of that Sunday school class, as I said, since early 90s, or even before the 90s. And about the only thing I still do in an active way is participate in that class as one of the 3 or 4 people who occasionally lead the group.
Okay. Have you ever been involved in anything else within the church over the years?
For a while, when Pastor Robin Roderick was there, I was the financing chairperson. Did that for about 3 years. And I just want to say that I was there for Pastor Paul Metcalf. He was probably the closest thing to a living saint I've ever known. And we weren't there for all of his ministry, of course. But remembering him, Paul Metcalf was a wonderful man, and it was great to be exposed with him. And I really can't not mention Pastor Debbie. Pastor Debbie's been a constant. She knew my wife through her mother before I knew any of them. And so it was really a wonderful thing. Pastor Debbie's just been such a stable pillar in my entire life.
That is sweet. Do you ever worship with us online or join Sunday school?
During the lockdown, yes. I'm a computer geek.
Okay.
And so during the lockdown, that was very important to us.
To stay connected.
To stay connected. And our Sunday school class, the Crusaders, have continued. I think we're probably one of the few groups left who are still doing the meetings with
like a hybrid format type of.
We have the Zoom session going, and sometimes we have 4 or 5 people, and sometimes we have fewer, but we are still doing that in our group.
Awesome.
So our group embraced it, and we still do it.
That's great. It's a great way to keep everyone all connected to the church.
Yes.
And last question, what would you say that your faith means to you?
For me, my faith is what keeps me going. I think if you don't have faith, there's looking around this world with all the troubles that it has. There's no point in being around if you don't have the faith that God is in his heaven, that there is an afterlife, and that we will all be there.